All right, it looks like we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to remind everybody, and I'm going to show the comics again. And I also added three new comics that were not in this original auction to give people a little bit more of a selection of the comics that I had for sale last week. What I'm going to do is the original comics that were set for last week. You can order these at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. You can claim it right now if you want to, or somebody can bid on it and you have until midnight tonight. You can contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. Um, and then like I said, I'm adding three other books. So if you're interested in any of these, you can contact me right away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the new books that I'm adding, the three books that weren't in the original auction on last Sunday, until this coming Wednesday. Today's the 26th. So today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That would be the 29th. So the original ones, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight to be able to purchase any of those. Otherwise, they're no longer for sale. I mean, if somebody contacts me at 12:30 at night and says they're interested in one, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to turn them down. Um, but the other three that I'm adding now will be available until Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. And again, that's Eastern time. So I'm going to just briefly show the books and say what the starting price is. If you're interested in it right now, you can claim it and you don't have to worry about somebody off, contacting me later and you miss out. Payment plans are available if you need them. I'll mention them. And like I said, there's no interest on those. And there's also discounts for check, money order, and cash payments. So you can get more information on that. So let me show the books. I'm not going to go into major detail on them. You can check the video I did the other day to see last Sunday, so you can see the full details, or you could just message me if you want more information. I'll be more than happy to show them or tell you what you need to know. Quick shout out to my Patreon members. You can get your name up on the board and get early access to any of my auctions by becoming a paid member at patreon.com/we love comics, or you can join one of my YouTube memberships. There's different tiers. You'll also get your name up on here and you'll have also early access to any auction. So you get the ability to request the list for any of the books for sale before anybody else gets to see. So you have the opportunity to snipe a book before anybody else even knows what it is. You don't have to worry about getting into a bidding war, overspending, losing out, or just forgetting or missing the auction altogether. So with that being said, Billy, you're here. Welcome. Let's just show the books. So this is one of the new books. This is X-Men #9. This is a nice 4.5 grade with off-white to white pages. It is the first appearance of Lucifer and the first meeting of X-Men and the Avengers, which we know is going to be happening soon in the MCU. So let me ask you, what do you think is going to happen with a book like this when they finally meet in the MCU? It's going to be creating a lot more buzz for this book, which means more people are going to want it and you're going to end up spending more. So don't miss out on the opportunity. Now, the way I price this, the starting bid, or you can claim it right now, is $449 plus tax. I'm sorry, not plus tax, plus shipping. I don't charge tax like eBay does. What I do is I go on eBay and I check every book with the particular grade because all the books I sell are graded. And I find the lowest one that was sold, and if there's none sold, I go for the lowest one for sale and I sell it for less. And remember, whatever price they have for this comic or any of the other comics I show as sold, remember you have to add shipping costs and you have to add eBay taxes. So when you're talking a book over $1,000, you're talking $100 extra in taxes that you can save by purchasing through me, knowing that I will ship it out within 24 hours of final payment. I will ship it safely and securely. No shipment has ever had damaged comics. So if you're interested in this book, $449, nice mid-grade book. It is complete, unrestored, nothing missing. And I'll show the back really quick. So if you're interested in that book, and like I said, that wasn't in the auction for Sunday, that's one of the new ones. You can contact me right here if you look right in the middle where it says PayPal. peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. And also, these are all the ways that you could pay. Cash App, Venmo. And like I said, there's discounts for a cash, check, or money order. All right, next up, this one was there last week. Still available for sale. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This wasn't. This is another one of the new ones. So Amazing Spider-Man number 12. So a nice early Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man's coming into the theaters. That's going to create more of a buzz for the character. It's going to get more people interested in their books. This is a nice, again, mid-grade book, 4.5, off-white to white pages. This is the third appearance of Doc Ock. So if you cannot afford his first appearance, because even a real low grade, that book gets pretty expensive, or the second appearance, which is number 7, this is a nice alternative. Price starts, or you can claim it right now, $479 plus shipping. Again, go look on eBay. Go check out Amazing Spider-Man number 12 in a 4.5. You'll see the cheapest one that sold was $500 plus whatever the taxes are. The reason they don't post that, I guess, is each state has different levels of tax. So, if you're in Montana, the taxes are probably going to be much different than if you lived in California. So you're saving 25, 35, 50 on a comic just in the added eBay taxes. So I'm selling it not only cheaper, but you don't have to worry about the taxes. So $479, which, by the way, the first 2 books I showed do qualify for a 2-month payment plan if you need it. So no interest. So again, if you're interested in this book, $479 plus shipping. Nice mid-grade book. Contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. This one was for sale last week, so this one is only available until midnight tonight. The first 2 I've showed so far are going to be available until Wednesday, so you have a couple of days if you've watched this later on to contact me. But this one ends tonight. I had a couple people ask for it, but no one actually sent any payments or anything. If you like high-grade books, here's your chance. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 46, first appearance of the Shocker, in a nice 9.0, which, by the way, with white pages. So let me show the back of the book so you could see how clean this book is. Starting bid on this one, or, like I said, you can claim it right now, only $799. Go look up what this sells for in this high grade. And again, you have Amazing Spider-Man coming to the MCU again. Now, I doubt the Shocker's in it, but still, all Amazing Spider-Man books are going to show more interest. And how often do you get the chance to get a Silver Age Spider-Man book in such a high grade? So I always encourage people, go look up on eBay. You'll see I'm selling these cheaper. Since this is at $799, well, let's put it this way. At $799, you can get 3 months to pay for this. But if you say, I want to give you $800 for it, so just $1 more, the payment plan goes to the next level, which is 6 months. So if you say instead of $799, I'll take it for $800, you get, if you need it, 6 months to pay for this with no interest. That makes this very easily obtainable. Now, this is available again only until tonight at 11:59 p.m. Otherwise, it is no longer for sale. Again, go look these up, and the higher the prices go, the more taxes you have to add on if you're buying from eBay. And also you have to worry about, is the eBay seller going to send it in a manila envelope or send it at all? Here you don't have to worry about that. All right, so next up, and again, if you're watching this later on, you can contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. But like I said, it is only available until midnight tonight. This book was not in this auction. It was in other auctions. I'm actually surprised it hasn't been sold, but this one will be available until Wednesday. We got Venom Lethal Protector, the gold variant, which is limited to 15,000 copies. And because this book has that cardboard stock, if you ever drop this or it bent or anything, that cannot press out. So how many of these are available in 9.8s? Now, if you look this up on eBay, the cheapest Gold variant of Venom #1 was sold for $1,299. So $1,300 plus tax. And I'll show the back. And you don't get the payment plan with eBay. But here, I am going to be selling this for only $1,099. So $200 cheaper than the cheapest one sold on eBay. And you don't have to worry about additional taxes, which would cost you roughly $85, give or take. So you're saving $285. And if you need it, with a price of $1,099, you can get up to 9 months payment plan. That makes getting these books very affordable. So think about it. Take that price, and the shipping cost is only $22.99. But divide that by 9, and I'll just show you. Let's put the calculator at $1,099. If you divide that, if you need the 9-month payments, that comes out to approximately $122 in change per month. No interest to be able to acquire a rare book. Like I said, there are only 15,000 of these, and they even mention it. 15,000, 11,000. So even lower. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's even better. It's only 11,000 copies were ever made. How many of these are in a 9.8? Because like I said, with this cardboard stock, if you haven't dropped it or it bent or, you put it with too many comics and it creased it, you cannot press out the cardboard. So it will not come out. So 9.8's not that easy to get, but you can get it here at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. And like I said, because this one wasn't on the auction this week, you have until Wednesday to be able to acquire that. So the last 4 were on the original auction, but these are all still available for sale. I was actually surprised some of these did not sell, but hey, it is what it is. This is a low grade book, but say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, low grade is better than no grade, but it has significance. So when you have a significance of a book, the more the significance, the higher the price, even in low grade. But this is the first cover appearance of Lois Lane ever. This is an early Action Comics number 27. Now you can see it does have extensive tape on the comic, but it's not restored. It is 100% complete. No coupons cut. It is a 1.8 with tan to off-white pages. Came out in 1940, and you can see it does indicate first Lois Lane cover. So you can get this book. It's again available until 11:59 p.m. tonight Eastern Time for where is it? 1,590. I'm sorry, no, $1,299. A 1.8 restored is selling for almost $1,500 on eBay. So I'm selling it not only cheaper, you don't have to add the extra taxes, and this is not restored. Now, a lot of the damage, as you can see, is on the back, but I mean, if you're going to hang it up on the wall, you're going to see this side. So somebody taped it. I always like to have full disclosure, but again, you know, how many people, if they can afford a Action Comics #1, even in a 0.5, would snap it up if they had the money? So early Superman books are not easy to come by. But again, this has significance. So if you're interested, you have until midnight tonight, 11:59 p.m. technically, Eastern Standard Time, peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. It is $1,299, and that would qualify for, again, to 9 months to pay for it, making it a lot easier to be able to own a key book. Another key book, have until midnight tonight. Action Comics number 252. First appearance of Supergirl. This came out in 1959, creamed off-white pages. Does have some minor bug chew, but it did not, affect the story. So it is complete. You could see it's just, oh, wrong side. You could see just the edge, and that's why it got the lower grade. Other than that, I mean, the colors and everything stand out. Supergirl's coming to the, um, not the MCU, but the DCU this year. So there's going to be some buzz for this, especially if the movie ends up being good. $1,599 can also 9 months if you need it to pay for it. Obviously, if you pay for it in full, you get the book right away, so you don't have to wait. But you can get up to 9 months. And again, go look up a 2.0 complete. You will see I'm selling it for cheaper, and there's no eBay taxes here. So you're saving again about $100, give or take, in taxes that you would have to give away for the same book. So if you're interested in that, peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. You have until midnight tonight, which obviously this is Sunday, the 26th of April, 2026. You never know. Somebody with a time machine could be watching this. I'm actually surprised no one asked about this one, but that's okay. I'll hold on to this. Daredevil #1 in a nice, affordable 1.8. $1,649 with no added interest. Go look up and see what Daredevil #1 sells for. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a spoiler because they've confirmed it already. But if just in case, if you don't want to know, I think most people know already. So I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1. So you could pause it for a second or mute if you don't want to hear. 3, 2, 1. So I'm assuming you want to hear it. Daredevil has been confirmed to be in the new Spider-Man movie in costume. You can see there's a piece missing on the back. That's why it got such a low grade. But it is complete. It is off-white pages. Only $1,649. So, again, you can use the payment plan if you need it. You can get up to 9 months to pay for this. So let's put that in perspective. It's $1,649. Divide that by 9. You'd only need to pay approximately $183 and change. Obviously, you could pay it faster to get it faster, but if you have an extra $185 a month, you can own Daredevil #1 by doing the payment plan with me. So again, you have until midnight tonight. Otherwise, I'll just wait until the Spider-Man movie comes out and watch this continue to go up. So peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com, or you could tell me right now you want to claim it, and you are more than welcome to get it. All right, so one book left. And again, I showed 3 additional books. So if you're just tuning in, 3 books have been added. Those 3 books you could rewind and watch later. Are available until Wednesday. So it gives people extra time. But these, especially even this one, only available until midnight tonight because people had a week to buy them. So far, no one's purchased them. And remember, this is how I pay bills. So you're actually helping me to be able to help my wife. Last one. Same book, higher grade. 2.5, Action Comics 252. Nice, clean copy. Does not have any bug chews. Is not incomplete. Is not restored. First appearance of Supergirl. This book, $1,799. Again, up to 9 months to pay for it if you need to. But go look up these books. First appearance of Supergirl. Last chance to be able to purchase it until midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. So, those are the books. So, there's a total of 6 books altogether. You're more than well, 7 books altogether. 3 have been added. So, like I said, the 3 that were in the beginning, they are available until Wednesday, midnight, again, Eastern Time. And you can contact me for any of these books at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. And again, thank you for watching. And Stanley Stardust in the house says hello, says great day, guy. I am glad to hear that. It says any word on the PGX sub. Um, They have told me that it's already been graded and they're going to be shipping it. They either shipped it in the beginning of the week, midweek this week that just happened, or they're mailing it on Monday. They haven't gotten back to me with when it's being shipped out, but they got it. They already graded it. They haven't told me the grade because I don't want to know, but it should be coming either mid this week or early next week. So I'm very excited about doing that, showing that and finding out what the grade is. So those are the books. If you want to critique the AI art, by all means, please do. Contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. The first three that I showed, the newer books that weren't in the auction last Sunday, are available until Wednesday, and the rest are only until tonight. So take advantage while you can. Take advantage of those payment plans, knowing that I'm going to ship them out right away once payments are complete, knowing that the books will be well protected, sent priority mail, so you'll get them very quickly, and you don't have to worry about added eBay taxes. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the remainder of your weekend. And don't forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is we love comics.